Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Boom!
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
Hello. Somebody. What's happening? Hour number 2.
Community Steel.
Made it.
CommunitySteelCo.com. Shout out to Community Steel, bringing you every Tuesday show here on OTB.
I don't know. Hard as steel. I don't know.
Sorry. Say it so everybody can hear.
I was flexing my muscles. Like steel.
I thought you were doing the old Superman punch because I was like Man of Steel. I was going to give you
that's
that.
good.
But
That's what I thought
yours
you
made
did
less
too.
sense. So
My dog's name is Steel as well.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Origin, please.
What?
Origin of your dog's name.
Okay, so he is. His color is considered blue, which is
Okay.
just gray, but they call it blue. And so
Blue Steel.
from
Yeah.
Zoolander, Blue Steel.
Yeah, should have known it was something like that and not Superman related. Knowing you the way I do.
But he's out there fighting one less coyote right now, though.
Oh, wait. Confirmed?
Community Steel.
All right, so we now have some win total projections from FanDuel when it comes to college football. The LSU Tigers, their win total for the 2026 season is 8.5,
Hell yeah.
which will not, and I mean will not, satisfy anybody in this city. If that is
8.5 in football?
if that is in fact the case.
Tackle football?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I mean, that's got to be an over bet, right?
All right.
Yeah.
And
God, I better
we know
hope so.
the schedule, right? We know, and I'm going to skip over some games, so don't get your feelings hurt if I do. Clemson at Ole Miss, A&M at home, at Auburn, Alabama at home, Texas at home, at Tennessee. Tough schedule, no doubt about it. It's the SEC. You're playing Clemson in the non-con. You scheduled it. I love it. I'd rather play them than directional school U. Sorry, just the way I'm built. Those games are fun. You better win at least 9.
9?
I mean, 9 doesn't even feel good.
If the 9 was the over-under, I'd still.
If 9.5 was the number, I'd still say you better hit the over.
You better hit the over on that one.
Look, it's a football team that
40 million reasons why.
You did a lot of reworking, to say the least. Like, sure, what the roster cost, but I'm just talking about before we even get to the roster, what you did in the building. Complete overhaul of the offensive staff and the head coach and the general manager and all of that, right? Which was welcome, needed to happen, had to happen. And then the retention of the people you needed to keep in the building, which you also did. And then you went out and you got the best transfer class of any team in the country. And you also did really well in high school recruiting. You got the number 1 player in the country. You did a lot of good. Everything's pointing in the right direction. But we've all been here long enough. We've all been through the process enough to know that expectation that's always there, and it should be. That's one of the reasons I love LSU. We expect to be great, and we're not satisfied with being okay. But even that expectation now goes up another level. And that level ain't anywhere close to 8.5.
It's not.
It never is around 8.5 ever. Even in a season where you don't feel as good going into spring practice as we do right now.
Yeah, I don't care what your schedule looks like. If you don't get to double-digit wins every season, when you make moves like this, it's a huge disappointment. You spent $50 million to get rid of a coach, plus whatever assistants were. You spent $80 million to get a new coach. Then you spent $40 million to get a roster. And that's what we know about. So yeah, you better win, and you better win fast. Now, I say you better. What are the repercussions of not winning? Nothing right now, but it would come a lot sooner. Any repercussion. So yeah, 8.5 is an absurd over/under amount, and it means nothing. Not like that LSU football didn't set that over/under. These are betting odds. This is coming on the heels of a very bad season for LSU football.
Right.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is absolutely hammer it. That's the moral of the story, because LSU's gonna win 10 games. You better get to the playoffs. And again, I'm just like, you better do this. Like, it sounds like a threat, but like, from the mindset from LSU fans, you pushed your chips to the middle of the table. You showed your hand to everybody.
Yeah.
That you have no limit when it comes to funds, no limit when it comes to what you will do to be successful.
Exactly. You've got a great desire to be great.
You have this brand, and you don't really care. You have this brand that is, well respected throughout the world, the country.
It's the coolest brand in college
It's
football.
the coolest brand, and you're okay with kind of becoming the villain a little bit for a little bit. You're okay with doing whatever it takes to win football games. So you better win football games. So when you show your hand, when you push your chips to the middle of the table, you better have a winning hand. We'll see. I'll be cheering. I'll have my pom-poms.
I'm all in on the villain role, too.
I know you are. You've made it clear.
I'm just making it clear one more time. How do we feel? Because I know how Matt feels. He's not
We talked about it a couple weeks ago.
This is a complicated relationship with the villain role.
There's
a way to do it, and there's a way not to do it.
It's a complicated. We're going through some things right now,
We're
okay?
going through some things. It's complicated.
We love each other, I swear. But I get it.
All right.
I get that point, too.
No, I mean, we talked about it a few weeks ago. My thoughts always, if you're irrelevant, you can't really be the villain. So, like, you pose at least some sort of threat to other people. And I get it. Like, Lane Kiffin hasn't won any games here at LSU yet. You still have to go out and do it. But I think it's the potential that makes it, that makes you the villain. And obviously, Kiffin leaving when he did, I understand that. That's not him or LSU's fault. Or Ole Miss. That's just kind of the way college football is with the timeline right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm good with it. If you suck and you pose no threat to others, you're not a villain.
Yeah, nobody's
anymore.
going to care about you. You're not relevant enough to be a villain.
And
At
the
Ole
counter-argument-
Miss, though, sorry to cut you off there. At Ole Miss, though,
sorry.
a little bit. 4 out of the last 5 years, Lane Kiffin would have been over that 8.5. 4 out of the last 5. And he was at 8 in 2022. So, yeah, absolutely 8.5 should be underwhelming if you fall under there, to say the least.
Well, that's the Lane Kiffin effect, right? I mean, you mentioned he would have been over 8.5 basically every year. Ole Miss is a college football playoff team with their best 2 offensive players back from a year ago. They sit at 7.5 right now. I mean, you have Chambliss and Kawan Lacey both back. You thought you were losing both of those guys, and you sit at 7.5 wins right now. That's your projected total. That tells me everything I need to know about what you think nationally of Lane Kiffin.
Yep. We already know Trinidad's scared
to go pro.
Pro. Don't think he's good enough to go pro.
Go pro. What are you doing?
Or he's just guaranteed $10 million,
bad
$10
quarterback
million plus
class.
to come back. But I will say, counter argument to myself on, like, I was very hesitant on the villain role.
Did you just say allow myself to introduce myself?
Yes. I'm just going to argue with myself here. I'm staring in the mirror. Like, the villain role has died down completely.
Compared to where it was.
Now,
Ole Miss is always going, but Ole Miss already had that.
That's fine.
That hate for LSU, and that's fine. Like, there's a history there.
Yeah, they suck.
But it's the Ole Miss people that hate LSU, like, with full force right now. Like, everybody else is kind of like, all right, that happened. We're on to something else.
Yeah, and we get it. It's fine. Everybody, let's move on about our lives. But yeah, just the way that it all happened. Like, I agree. Like, if you're the villain because you're just dominating people and they can't beat you, like if you're Nick Saban at Alabama villain, that's awesome. Now, if you're just the villain just because you're doing some weird things, now again, it like Taylor just said, the whole timing of everything sucked. But it wasn't anybody's fault. It was college football's fault. So if anybody's going to be mad at anything, it should be being mad at college football because it makes no sense. It's dumb. They're just very fortunate that the product on the field is still excellent, and it's getting better every year. But everything else around it, I know college football has driven fans away from college football because of how absurd the rules are.
No doubt.
The timing is, the schedule. Like people, we're in this college athletics bubble here in Louisiana. Like, but you start leaving outside of that, and people aren't as like gung ho with college athletics as we are.
No, I mean the places that we played professionally.
Yeah, like people talk about college football. I don't even follow it anymore.
Right.
Which is sad to say because it's so great, but it's just done that. Now, again, if you're listening to us, it probably doesn't. This means nothing to you. It's just saying
because you're in the bubble.
Because you're in the bubble, and that's great. A bubble's a great place to be.
Yeah, we're in it too.
I guess I'm just saying all this to say that LSU is going to win the national championship next year. And then we'll be the kind of villain I like to be.
Yeah. Which is a successful one.
And Lane Kiffin, just going to say this. It's been on a couple too many floats for my liking.
Oh, God.
I did two.
One's fine. Let's get back in the film room.
Two's just egregious.
Two's a little too. You're just showing off at this point. Let's get back in the film room.
Somebody in this room caught some beats from him in St. Patrick's Day.
Threw him right at me.
Nice.
You're not missing this hand.
One hand?
Yeah, one hand.
Nice. Not a big deal.
Team Big Hands.
He was like, look at that claw.
Also at the Boosie concert.
I'm aiming for that right there. Wait, did y'all see that tweet I sent y'all yesterday? It was really funny. It was like, or maybe it wasn't yesterday, but it was a tweet of Lane Kiffin and Boosie like going out together on when Boosie was performing at Earl Palooza or whatever. Yeah. And the quote tweet said, "These two don't need to be together under any circumstances."
Yeah,
I missed that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Anybody go to the concert?
I did not.
I did not either.
Your girl can't make it that much when you.
That's a lot.
I mean, would I have liked to? Yeah. Is my life in a place where that's realistic and possible? Absolutely not.
No.
Bro, I was hungover by like 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I was not making it to Earl's.
Kids, we're getting a babysitter. Why? Boosie.
Boosie.
They're like, I get it.
Boosie badass.
Boosie badass.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Understandable, Dad.
Oh, that's good.
Babe, let's go. Boosie parking lot concert, 20 minutes.
You're going to miss coaching my baseball game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Boosie.
Yeah. Huck, I think actually, of all people, Huck would have understood.
All right, Dad. Respect.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Eight and a half.
8.5. That's a fun number. I'm gonna check that one out a little bit later today.
Do you happen to have some of the other SEC totals in front of you?
Yeah, I have them right here. Hang on. I'll actually pull up the graphic. LSU's actually closer to the top, so there's two teams that are 9.5. Obviously, it's going to be Texas and Georgia. Alabama 8.5, A&M 8.5, LSU 8.5. Everyone else below them.
It's actually a gamey play. I feel like.
So they really, honestly, like now that I've seen the graphic, they're not really valuing the SEC. Not like they typically do. Because typically, like you'll have an 11 in there. Typically, you'll have two 10.5s in there. And then everybody else, a couple 9.5s, and then it's the...
Or maybe they are valuing the SEC, and they're just saying that top to bottom it's going to be really good.
Right, and they're taking into consideration the extra conference game. You know, they're like, every team's going to lose an extra game, basically.
Yep.
Like Texas and Georgia would be 10.5.
And you set everybody low to piss off all the fan bases so everybody takes the over. Then at the end of the day, they win, right?
Right.
So everybody can't hit the over. But LSU fans, after seeing this, are going to go take to the interwebs and play some wagers on the over.
Yep.
And they should. And it's a gamey move by Vegas Because they're just going to take that money. They don't have to pay it back out till the end of next season, so they're just going to make interest on that money. That'll offset any juice that's paid out.
That's actually a good point. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah, when you do future bets, they just
Yeah,
invest
sit
it. And
there
they
and
just
it's
make
like, yeah.
they collect interest on it.
Yeah. Actually,
So that's why they make these, because they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go bet that.
for sure. All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, when it's time to kick back and enjoy the game, make sure you've got the right beer in your hand, and that is Dos Equis. Whether you're watching the big matchup, grilling with friends, or just unwinding after a long day at work, Dos Equis delivers that crisp, refreshing taste that always hits the spot. The smooth lager, the rich amber, whatever your style, it's a perfect fit for game day. So next time you're stocking up the cooler for the weekend or heading to a watch party for a little midweek baseball, make sure Dos Equis is in the lineup. Dos Equis, stay thirsty, my friends, and always enjoy responsibly.
Yeah, if you're thirsty, but you need to stay thirsty, and you want to drink a beer, make sure you're doing it responsibly, but make sure you're doing it with the best darn beer out there. Got that delicious Mexican lager. You got the Amber Especial. St. Patty's Day. Well, make sure you wear some green with a green bottle, maybe a green can, maybe one that has 2 X's in front of it. Call that Dos Equis in Spanish. Stay thirsty, my friends. Drink the most delicious beer out there, Dos Equis.
So I'm back to the velvet underground, back to the floor.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn. Presented by Community Steel.
To a room with some lace and paper flowers. Back to the gypsy that I was, to the gypsy.
All right, welcome back in. OTB live from the Raising Cane studio. Before we get to OTB Mailbag, remember, go ahead and get those questions inside the chat. I want to remind you about our friends over at K to Z. KTOZBlinds.com. That's the website, Matthew. Brandon Barton and
It's a
team
brand new website, too.
going to come over to your space, know your space, change your space in a matter of minutes. How do you know that? Well, because they've done it for me, right? We had them come out, and they're like, hey, if we put this outdoor motorized screen right here, it's going to completely change this area, which it did. Harlow, our daughter, too, loves to play out there, and we feel so safe because, well, there's not going to be like sunburn situation, right? It cools off that space, and she can go out there and play. But also shades our living room. Had no idea. So we're sitting there and watching Sunday football, Saturday football, right? We throw that down, shades the entire living room, changes the temperature there. You save on energy bills, and had no idea that it would do all that, but they did. That's why they're the best. KTOZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. All right, let's get to some OTB mailbag.
Special delivery! I have this special delivery for off the bench. And look, it is marked most urgent.
We'll be writing to you.
The internet. What the is the internet?
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. You wake up from a long night of drinking and you were suddenly teleported to Europe in the 1300s. What's your first meal?
I mean, anything I could find, right? Like, probably kill a wild animal or something.
I mean, I'm probably not hungry. I'm probably in shock. But after the shock wears off, then you just go find a deer.
Yeah, you just go and hunt.
Europe in the 1300s?
Yeah.
That was during the plague, the bubonic plague.
Yes, I'm going to keep to myself for sure.
Definitely keep it to myself. I'm definitely not going to London because London was a cesspool. They didn't have a good sewage system that was pretty much bred. A lot of the flies, a lot of the rats, a lot of the different situations that were spreading the bubonic plague. So I'm staying away. I'm staying rural, maybe building a farming community. Now, you got to get hydrated. So that's the problem because if you just drank a lot the night before, you got to find a nice babbling brook
Luckily
some
for
sort of
you,
stream.
you left a My High in your pocket.
Luckily for my high.
Yeah. Does what you have with you? Do you get to take it with you?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. You'd have your cell phone with you, won't work because the satellites won't be up
Right.
there.
Yeah.
So I'd like to figure out. I'd like to have some research beforehand to figure out if I could figure out a cure for the bubonic plague and bring it with me. Then I could become very wealthy off of that. But then the ripple effects through time. What does that
Yeah.
Money
change?
with the quarterbacks.
What does that change through time, though, if I do save half the population that died from the bubonic plague? Like, what does that
Right.
do, the butterfly effect of that? I don't know. Does some really bad people survive? Does some really good people? I don't know.
Somebody that has a cure for
You got to be
something
careful.
sooner.
Like, that time travel's a scary mother.
It is. Which sucks because, like, when you wake up from a night of drinking, really all you want is, like, Whataburger.
That's true.
And there's, like, no Whataburgers.
What are you going to eat? Like
Hey,
oats?
Right. Like, what's a hangover food
Hey,
you
my
can
guy.
even eat in the 1300s?
Where's the
They had
Whataburger?
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? The
It's
W,
something,
the big
huh?
W?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
orange. Can't miss it.
But they eat a lot of eggs.
You're like,
morning
can I
after.
get some French
Maybe
fries?
some,
They're
like,
like, oh, the
soup.
French.
Yeah. They're like, yeah,
Ah.
exiled.
soup, eggs.
Yeah. I'm
Explain what they
probably
had
going
Yeah.
to go with some soup and, like, some sourdough bread or something.
Some mead.
Sourdough bread.
Yeah. Hair of the dog.
Yeah, hair of the dog. That'll get you. Good question.
That's a great
That's
question.
a great
question.
question. Well done. Very well done. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Did Tay name his son Scott? No, he's named him Razor.
Yeah, it's
So-
Razor.
Razor
We
sharp.
already know.
We have a name picked out.
Yeah, we know
Yeah, I
it's
know.
Razor.
Well,
Razor.
You already told us.
So, yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, but seriously, we have a name picked out. I'm not going to say it yet, but
Yeah, you don't have to. It's Razor.
okay.
Right.
You know what? You're right. You guessed it.
Thank you. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Corned beef and cabbage, yay or nay? Yay. I love corned beef and I love cabbage.
Not
yeah,
sure I've
I was
ever
about to say,
had
I've
it.
never had them together. Is that what they're asking? But like,
I don't know. I love both
individually,
individually.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to
love
pass on
cabbage.
both.
Oh, yeah, you're a baby eater.
I'll say
I'm
yeah.
actually not a baby eater
Yeah, you are.
because I don't eat corned beef.
No, there's a lot of things that you don't eat. Don't try to act Tommy Tough guy.
I don't eat
It's
beans
okay.
because beans are awful.
It's true. He doesn't eat any beans.
He
It's
doesn't
which
eat
is
anything.
That's two things.
Steak and Titus.
It's two things. I'm very eclectic palate.
Let's get Lacey on
Who has the deeper conversations with Chef every week?
the chat.
You're just like, oh, what's the best mac and cheese?
Ask the questions that our listeners give us. Are you calling them dumb?
Which box has the best pasta?
Hey.
Wow.
Jake. You got to ask him this week. Best mac and cheese.
No, there's no doubt.
No, that's coming.
I bet.
Actually, I had it written down last week. I didn't get to it. How do you make the best grilled cheese?
I bet he's got an incredible for both.
Sourdough
I bet he
bread's
really does.
the answer to that.
Sourdough.
Yeah.
Well,
Like a
that
mixture of
sounds
cheeses?
Good. Brioche.
Huh?
Mixture of cheeses.
Real good.
I go provolone and Colby Jack.
I mean, sourdough's
Provolone.
elite.
I used to love a Colby Jack grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm. It melts better.
The Colby Jack does melt.
It does. It just melts a little bit better.
You can actually, there's a formula you can do. Any cheese, you know how like if you try to make melted cheese, sometimes like we used to try to make like, Lacey and I got to this thing we were trying to make queso.
Yeah.
But we couldn't get it to melt right. It's like stringy, then it'd get greasy. There's actually, if you use sodium citrate and mix
Yep.
just like a tiny amount into any cheese, it'll make
It
it like
melts?
ooey gooey.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the
Interesting.
percent. It's like 0.03% of the overall weight, mass, whatever. I can't remember.
Something.
Doing great though.
Look it up in a book.
Like to break a mental sweat too.
Look at me, it's me grab the bull by the horns.
Are you reading the dictionary?
It's a metaphor.
Caught me.
All right. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Will we get an Ask the Bench segment? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I promise. Today, I got you.
It's gonna be at least a minute.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Doing anything special for St. Patrick's Day today? No, that was over the weekend.
I've already done my part. Wearing green.
It's pretty special so far.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Everyone seen the leprechaun say, yeah.
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 Every time you shine a light at him, he disappears.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Would you take the California Zephyr train from Chicago to San Francisco?
That feels like a long
Yeah,
ride.
I'm okay on that.
How long
I'll
is
do
that?
like a 2-hour, 3-hour train ride max. I'm not doing that.
Why would you go to San Francisco?
Right.
Yeah, I was just there for a week.
There's poop on the ground.
Wait,
I'll pass.
where's it? I don't want to go to Chicago either. I don't want to go to either of those
Chicago's
spots.
great.
Chicago's cool.
Chicago's very cool. Chicago's like the ultimate sports town.
But I'm leaving.
Like you'll be walking down the street and they'll be like, "Oh, you're the backup deep snapper from the Rams." What? Yeah, love Chicago. Now there's parts just like everywhere, like okay.
Right.
Like good Chicago, yes. San Francisco, nah.
Instantly transport to anywhere in California, and I'd say, why would I do
Right.
that?
Like I'm
Outside
not
of
trying
San
to do that.
Diego, or
Sorry.
actually Newport Beach down, I'd agree with you. I don't really need to see any of it.
Northern California's more rural, huh? They got a
Yeah.
lot of trees and stuff. I'll go to Northern California.
Big trees.
Yeah,
Redwoods.
That's where redwood.
Biggest.
I'll go
I would
there.
ride a train that like goes through the mountains or something, like Appalachia.
Yeah.
Trains are sweet.
I would do that.
Yeah, I rode my first one like just not that long ago.
Nice.
Like,
How was it?
Good. I went from Providence to New York.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Had some good scenes.
I don't know. I was working,
Okay.
but it was cool though.
Working on the train?
Rhode Island is
Yeah, because I was
beautiful.
going from Army Navy to cover the Heisman Trophy ceremony the same day.
Yeah, but you can still look out the window.
I mean, a little bit. Yeah, it was not bad, but like I was trying to get questions and
You didn't get car sick?
all that in there.
Good for you.
I did not. Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Does Flynn store his water in his ankles like a camel?
No room. Too much muscle mass.
Zero extra
Kinkle
space.
muscles.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Which is the most overrated cut of beef?
Overrated cut of beef.
Ooh.
They're all good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to turn down a...
Like I'm not really turning down any sort of cut. But
Most overrated.
I was gonna say sirloin because everybody goes sirloin, but even sirloin's good.
Sirloin's
Sirloin
good
has
and
its place
tender,
for
yeah.
sure. I'm gonna go. This is overrated. New York strip.
That's where my head initially went.
It's funny you say that. That's what I was gonna go. 'Cause it's like a fillet but more fatty. So if you want leaner, you go fillet. A ribeye is probably cheaper than a New York strip, and you're getting the same thing. Like
Yeah.
it just doesn't.
And
really
the good
have
part, like when you want the fat, like the ribeye has the most delicious. If like you cook
Yeah,
right,
if
the
you're
most
gonna do
delicious
fat,
fat.
yeah.
The New York strip, like the fat. I mean, people might have a different. In my opinion, the fat is nowhere. It's a little bit more gristly.
It doesn't add to the
It's a little
flavor like a
Doesn't
ribeye.
add to the flavor
it's all
like a
just kind of on
ribeye.
one side. It's more like a brisket. than
And it's
anything,
always
really.
expensive. And I've never ordered a New York strip at a restaurant.
I don't
I've
think I
gotten
ever
it,
have
It's
either.
a tweener between a fillet and a ribeye. It's kind of what it is.
but it's
like,
more
just
like.
kind of
But some people have a lot of pride in it.
right.
But it's just like I cut when I get a New York strip. It's got that inner layer of gristle. It's a little tough.
Yeah.
And I cut the fat off and I don't eat it with it. Like with a ribeye, I'm like trying to like get the fat and put it on the lean parts of the
Right.
meat. And
That's probably the answer.
that's the answer.
Yeah. Good answer.
I told you, steak and taters. That's his world, Bo.
I don't know if I agree that the ribeye is like double the price of a New York.
Depends- yeah,
Maybe in
depends on
some
where you
places,
go.
I like it. Depends on where you go. I don't think a fillet is overrated.
No,
filet's
hell no.
incredible.
Filet is like what I usually get.
It's not my
filet's
top
my-
tier.
filet's my
Ribeye is my
go-to.
number one, but like I don't enjoy ribeyes from a restaurant as much as I do cooking them. Like
Yeah.
you got to cook the ribeye over flame.
Right.
And so a lot of restaurants don't do that. Like if you got a flame cooking restaurant, yeah, the ribeye is elite. But like getting a little bit of that flame char on the fat is ideal. Now the filet is better to me, the cast iron way.
yeah.
Now ribeyes are don't get me wrong, they're both amazing. And they're both better than New York strips.
Hashtag OTB Mailbag. Most underrated cut of beef.
I'll go sirloin. I think, underrated because like everybody gets it. I get that, but also it's kind of versatile. You can cut it up.
I do love a sirloin.
Yeah, you can cut it up. It's not super thick like the fillet. That's a steak. That's a heavy one. You're looking for something a little bit lighter. A sirloin. I mean, it's versatile.
Steak right there.
Steak.
Um,
Man, I like everything. I mean,
Same. That's why I'm like, I don't know. But
I can hammer down a rare fillet. I can go a ribeye as well.
I got two that are underrated just because they're not as well known
I'm
about.
more temperature than cut.
A picana.
Yeah.
It's like the sirloin
the
cap.
Brazilian one or whatever.
That
then-
sounds. No, I've never
And
even
then
heard that.
a tri-tip. If you don't know what a tri-tip is, it's legit. It's kind
I
of
like
like
tri-tip.
yeah, tri-tip. If you do it right, it's tough. If you don't do it, then you got to cut it right. It's legit.
What kind of alcoholic drinks at a child's birthday party? Dos Equis.
Underrated. Wait, sorry. Underrated. You know what I love is I love flank steak.
Yeah.
Oh,
flank
yeah.
steak,
I feel like that might
Ugh.
be underrated.
Because you do like a lot
If
of,
you
like,
do it right, a flank steak is like,
I agree.
with especially like steak frites.
yeah,
Yep.
where you
Oh,
could
yeah.
slice that boy up and do like steak fajitas and stuff with it.
A little
too, like-
chimichurri too.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
EMSA, to your question about alcoholic
Sorry.
drinks. No, you're good. I agree with you. Like flank
What is
steak,
it?
skirt steak, like all that. Alcoholic drinks that are like acceptable, I guess, at a child's birthday party. I say seltzers and beers.
Yeah.
Completely fine. Nobody's going to
Daiquiri?
get. No,
You could do a daiquiri.
I mean, yeah. You just got to,
Keep it away from the kids, but
yeah.
it's not as. It's
But like
not as,
hard liquor feels like a step too far.
Well, I'm saying if you don't want to drink in
Dark
front of the
hard
kids,
liquor, maybe a little clear.
if you don't
Yeah.
want
I
to
say
drink in
beer
front
and
of the
seltzers.
kids, a daiquiri could
I
do.
say wine's
nobody's
fine.
going to get out of hand.
Wine's fine. Beer and wine.
I think wine's okay.
Yeah, wine's
I mean,
good.
seltzers. I put that in the
Yeah.
same like beerish, wineish
I
category.
mean, there was a birthday party of yours not that many years ago where people were shotgunning seltzers. It happens.
I mean, it's fine. Someone said in the chat, I've never understood why you'd serve alcohol at a kid's birthday party.
Why
yeah, it's more of a
not?
BYOB situation.
It's like if you want to do it,
Yeah.
Yeah. No
I mean,
judgment here.
Adults like to have fun too,
Yeah.
as long as you're doing it responsibly. Who cares?
Yeah, no one's getting like throwed on like in
No.
front of these kids.
I mean, they're not serving it at like a skate rink party.
All right. On the skating rink. Last one. Hashtag ask the bench. How do you, How do you have your steak cooked?
depends on the place.
Rare.
No, that's just too chewy for me. I don't have anything against it. It's just a little too chewy. I go
Medium.
I go medium to medium rare, depending on where it's at. But most of the time, medium.
Fair. Okay.
Medium rare plus.
Oh my.
So medium.
The medium.
No, medium rare plus.
I've never met anybody. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. Like usually people from Texas are more in my thinking of steak.
I don't like them super, super. Like I want to have. I want it to have it a little cooked.
Right.
I
I go
am the
medium,
redneck.
right in the middle.
I steal the line from Yellowstone. Lean down, whisper heat to it, and
Yeah.
pull it off the grill.
I think if you're,
I get it.
I do medium a lot because like if I'm going to a place and I'm like, do they slightly overcook it? Do they slightly undercook it? That medium area, I'll enjoy it either
Yep. way,
depending on how they cook it. So that's like my safe.
Sometimes if I go to a place and I know they undercook it, I'll do medium well. I know.
Oof.
No.
That'd be well done.
I was if it's like well or like well done. Only if I know the place undercooks it.
I get
That might be the first time I've ever been disappointed in you.
No, when I forgot the mics.
I wouldn't even know.
I wouldn't that way if I were.
Medium well steaks though.
We figured that out.
I'll say this. For me, it's the cut of meat. If I'm going to fillet, I want it medium rare. Like I want it pretty rare on
Yeah.
the inside. Now, if I'm going to ribeye, like I said, I like the flame grill. Like usually you can't get a good enough char.
You wanna
and
cook it a little bit more,
I want
yeah.
to cook a ribeye a little bit more. I don't want it all the way to medium, but I want it in between that medium rare.
Sorry.
That's
I want
your
it. I
medium
want
rare-
a
that's your
ribeye
medium rare
cooked
plus.
more. That's my plus. That's why I order medium rare plus. And most steakhouses will be like, "Yep, got it. I know exactly what you mean." So ribeye a little bit more cooked than my fillets.
So not like the Cowboy Way scene where you say cut off the horns, wipe it's nasty, you know what, and throw it on a plate.
No, I don't understand that one. I don't disrespect it.
I mean, it's an elite line if you're at a restaurant.
It is a good line.
I mean, you're in a cowboy hat and you're Woody Harrelson, and
Yeah, I got it.
All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here, live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to FABT.com, First American Bank and Trust. They've been in this game for 116 years. That's a pretty long time. That is over a century. Matthew, can you stay in business? You're a business owner. I'm a business owner. Can you stay in business if you're doing things the wrong way for over 100 years?
Yeah, probably not even 100 days.
That's what I was thinking. So if you're doing it 100 years, probably doing everything the right way. That's what I would think. First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com is the website. All the things that you can do with your major, national bank, well, you can do it with FABT. But the best part about it is they don't have to call and ask for permission. They make decisions right here in Louisiana. Go to the website today, fabt.com.
Yeah, and if you are running your business the right way, that might mean it's growing. And if you need a little growing capital, if you're looking for a business loan, whether it's for working capital, whether it's for hiring new people, maybe it's for marketing, whatever it is, they can help you with a business loan. If you're growing your family and need a bigger house, they can help you with a mortgage. And that's all those decisions, like Jake said, is done locally. First American Bank and Trust, fabt.com.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
All right, welcome back in. OTB. Gotta miss Beastie Boy Tuesdays. By the way, our Tuesday shows brought to you by Community Steel. If you're building something that needs to last, start with the right material. Start with Community Steel, locally owned and operated in Gonzales. Community Steel provides high-quality metal building components, roofing panels, trim, custom steel solutions for both residential and commercial projects. So whether you're putting up a shop, putting up a barn, full metal building, their team has the expertise to get you exactly what you need. From start to finish, they make the process easy, reliable, and built to last. Visit communitysteelco.com to learn more, or you can get that quote that we always tell you about today online, communitysteelco.com. Community Steel, strong materials, local service, and, of course, built for Louisiana. Hey, Matthew, what's your boy Aaron Rodgers going to do? I was talking about him yesterday. Started thinking about you. I was talking about him over on NFL radio, and I was trying to place Garrett Nussmeier was the conversation. Mm-hmm. I was trying to place Garrett Nussmeier somewhere, and I was like, we're talking about the Rams, which makes sense. Sit behind Stafford. He's got a lot of Stafford qualities. I started maybe this spot. I was like, what about Pittsburgh? I was like, because Aaron said on the Pat McAfee show they haven't offered him a contract. All right, even though Mike McCarthy's the coach there's obviously ties. The other quarterbacks on their roster, Mason Rudolph, who's a career backup. Then you got Will Howard. You took him in the 6th round. I know you like him, but 6th-round pick doesn't necessarily guarantee you to be a starter. I started to think, okay, well, let me ask Matt tomorrow because he knows Garrett Nussmeier. He knows Mike McCarthy. He knows the system. He knows Garrett's skill set. Would Garrett Nussmeier play well in that system?
Yeah, I think you'd. I mean, I don't really know of many quarterback styles that wouldn't fit in well with a West Coast style offense. The one thing that you have to have in that is really good footwork, which Garrett Nussmeier did not have this past season.
That's fair, yeah.
So you have to have but I don't really know if I didn't have good footwork coming out of college from that standpoint. Now I wasn't throwing off my back foot, kind of like Garrett got into, and he was
trying to create torque and
getting his teeth kicked in every single game, and also not being able to throw with his abs. Mm-hmm. But it's very footwork based and footwork sound, and so you have multiple options on every single play. When you're dropping back, you have a 5-step with no hitch option,
right?
And if it's not there, you take a hitch, and you go through your progressions. There's a lot of progressions with options. There's pure progressions. There's pre-snap reads. There's everything that you could want from a quarterback. It puts it on your shoulders, and I think Garrett can certainly handle that from a protection standpoint. The quarterback handles that. And if you're in the theory behind that in Mike McCarthy's offense is the quarterback handles the protections. So if he's wrong, which you're not always going to guess right, especially in this day and age in the NFL where there are expert teams and coaches and safeties and linebackers at disguising things. You're just not going to guess right 100% of the time. You take all the information in, you do your prep work, you do your studying, and you have a good idea, but you're never going to be right 100% of the time. But the problem is with offenses that allow the line and the center to make those calls, is a lot of times the quarterback doesn't hear it. When I was in Seattle, Max Unger, who was the center in Seattle, made every protection call in the offense. And I argued with the coaches every day. I don't think they like that.
I know you did.
And I was like, let us make the call. And because at most of the offseason, I was the number one quarterback until halfway through training camp or whatever. So I was like, let me make the call. I cannot hear what he's doing, and he's changing it last second. So the theory, it's not a theory. If you make a Mike Wright call, and it means the line's sliding, it's got the 4 down, and the Sam linebacker, the back has the mic to the Will to everybody else. Great. I know exactly if they bring Mike and Will, I'm hot.
Yeah.
Right? But if the line's making the call and I think they're going Mike Wright to the Sam, and they go Mike in the middle,
right?
Call the Mike, and they bring Mike and Will, I might think I'm hot, but I'm not hot. You know what I mean? And it works vice versa. So that's the kind of offense that Mike McCarthy runs, and I would say the majority of the NFL does. Sean Payton's was a little bit different. It wasn't necessarily that type of he does a lot more slide protections, 5-man slides, 7-man. I did not like Sean Payton's protection offense, like the protection assignments. Now, some of it was more standard, but some of it kind of went against what I had always been kind of taught to do. I'm not saying it's wrong. It just wasn't the traditional West Coast style to do it. So I think he would fit in well. He would have to work on his footwork, but that's what the position Nussmeier is going to be in.
Do you think that's because of the injury? Like going back to the junior tape, did you see as much throwing off the back foot? And
I mean, not really. Yeah. No, not throwing off the back foot, but the kind of the West Coast. I'm going to air quote it because everything's like a amalgamation of a lot of different offenses, but the basis of Mike McCarthy's offense is West Coast.
Right.
Is really, he's a right foot forward guy in shotgun. The clap count, it's hard to say when anybody's going to translate to. You get to the next level, you are going to be under center. That's where the footwork really comes into play. Like shotgun, your 3-step drop, you sit on like the way that quarterbacks play now, wider base, you sit on your platform. It's not like the old traditional, you're up 1, 2, 3, and then if you get to your 4th hitch, you better run or throw it away. Like you're sitting on a wider base platform now, creating all of your power from within the radius around you and not really stepping forward. It's a little bit different than the older way to play quarterback, but I think he does that really well. He creates all his power from his little inner circle right there, right? And that's what all the good quarterbacks do. So yes, can he do it? Yeah, he does. Like every quarterback that's played under Mike McCarthy has had some form of success. Even Dak.
I know we gotta go, but I made multiple quarterbacks at the combine give me their snap count because they're like, we are not clapping here.
But they still
pretty
get
good.
it.
Mendoza's actually pretty good. He's been working on it. All right, we'll take a break. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Some call it McKerney the attorney. Mm-hmm. If you know, you know. Go to the website today. See what they can do for you in the courtroom. Past client results, cases they handle in the courtroom. You can have a live chat with an agent right there on the homepage of the website. We always encourage you, go to social media, see what they got going on with your favorite athletes in Louisiana on the G team, see what they've got going on in the local communities throughout Louisiana, from top to bottom and everywhere in between, just like the phone number. It's that area code wherever you're listening to us in Louisiana, followed by the 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
That's right. Get Gordon. Gordon McKernan, injury attorneys. Offices obviously located all over Louisiana. You drive around, you see the billboards. You've seen Gordon McKernan in the community, all the fantastic work they do, giving back. But if you've been injured, let them fight for you. Let them give back in that way as well. Get exactly what you deserve because it's not your fault. Whether it's car accident, on the job, whatever it is, give them a call. GetGordon.com.
Off the bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn, presented by Community Steel.
17. Beats going strong. Play my favorite song.
Hello.
And I can tell
Hello, somebody.
everyone that he was with me.
Shut up, Big Fave.
I miss that guy.
Yeah, I wonder what Big Fave's doing right now.
Let's call him.
I don't know what he's doing, but I bet it sounds like.
Probably exactly like that.
Because every time that man rushed the passer, that's what it sounded like. Oh, Big Fave's coming. I hear him coming down the tracks. Take a breath, Fave. Go up a size in your shirt. We love you, Big Fave. Miss you, brother. What you typing over there, bud? You're getting kind of into it over
Oh,
there.
yeah, we're talking steaks.
I'm good.
I knew you had something.
He is. He's talking steaks in the chat.
Okay.
I am. I'm making some really wise suggestions over here. How to buy really nice steaks for a cheaper price. Just, people not seeing it my way.
Oh, I knew there was some conflict because you don't chicken peck that hard unless you're getting into a conflict.
I was saying,
And I knew you would appreciate our Big Fave conversation. And when you didn't add to it, I was like, oh, he's going through it right now.
I was saying to buy in bulk, basically. Little DIY butchering situation.
Yeah.
But it costs you a little bit up front, but in the long run, it saves.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't see it the same
You
way.
won't see it the same way. That's okay, bud. When we come back, we're going to see Nick Underhill, New Orleans football. In his picture with the Oregon Duck, probably, while we're talking to him. Oh, when we come back on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, March is Colon Cancer Awareness Month. It's a good reminder that colon cancer is one of the most common cancers, but it also can be one of the most preventable cancers when caught early. Screening, as we always talk about, can actually find small growths before they ever turn into cancer, which is why doctors recommend adults starting to get screened at the age of 45. And if you have a family history or symptoms that you're going through right now, don't wait to get checked. You go ahead. You don't wait till 45. You can go ahead, you get that screening, and you can get it done with Ochsner. The colonoscopy is still the best screening tool, but for some people, there are also simple at-home tests that may be an option. The key is talking with your doctor. Having a relationship with a primary care provider helps make sure you're getting the right screenings at the right time. Go to ochsner.org/schedule, or you can schedule through their app. It's the My Ochsner app. Again, ochsner.org/schedule.